Okay, and welcome back. This is lecture number 11, and in this lecture, we're going to be talking about exercise. Yes, the word that everybody loves to hear. In this particular section, I'm not going to go too much into detail about exercise. I mean, we all know what it is and some of the benefits, but my focus on this particular lecture is to go over some of the studies that have been done to show or prove the benefits of exercise, because a lot of times when we're online and we're reading books and things like that, we hear about exercising, of course, having effects on the physical body, but we usually or rarely hear it the positive effects it makes on the mental as well. So exercise, as much as it is a workout for the physical body, is also a workout for the brain. It helps us improve focus. It helps us with cognition. Helps improve memory. Reduces anxiety. Of course, when people are angry or there's a high tense situation, they usually will tell somebody to go for a walk. And little known to the person is that walk is actually benefiting them mentally. It helps reduce some of the stress hormones that are going through the body, and it releases some of the dopamine into the system to help with that feel good feeling. And then usually after a while, after people go for a walk, they come back, they're calmed, and that's just one of the benefits of getting out and using some exercise. So I'm going to go over some tips for some exercise. But before I do, I just want to talk a little bit about one of the studies that were done that involved about 1,000 senior housing residents. And before the study was done, they were all tested for dementia just to make sure there wasn't anything that could affect the study, and they were all free from dementia. So the risk of becoming disabled for the residents lowered by 7% for every hour of physical activity. And of course, that's just going out for a walk, going for a jog, getting out and just moving and getting out into the sun, either if doing farming work or planting and things like that. And also the risk of dying over the next several years fell by 11%. 11%. And that's just with 1 hour of physical activity a day. And so one of the benefits of jogging, we can talk about jogging now. One of the benefits of jogging, there was a study done on 7 young, healthy people. It was a 3-month program. They were to run 2 to 3 times a week for 30 minutes a day. Prior to the test, they were given, prior to the program, they were giving a test, and of course, after the program, they were given that same test. Scores on all tests actually increased significantly. And the reaction times were also improved as well. And the links to the sites to these studies will be included as well at the end of this section. So for everybody that wants to read more up on some of the studies that have been done, they will be at the end of this particular section. One of the things that scientists or researchers have found out is that people who walk with a pedometer actually lose weight quicker. I don't know the reason or the science behind it, but my guess is that it's kind of like a mental stimulant when you're seeing the number of steps you're taking. So the RDA, or the recommended daily amount, is about 10,000 steps for people to lose weight quicker. Quick results. A lot of times or in the society we live in today, people's focus is on, they want quick results. They want to they want to see it as it is happening. And so when it comes to exercise, that can actually be a reality. So usually it does take about either 10 days to 14 days to notice or to see any actually benefits from exercise. There was a study done on 34 adults who had normal working memory. The 2 groups were dissembled. The first group they were actually on a memory improvement plan, and the second actually had no behavior modifications. So along with the physical activity for the first group, their diet was also changed to consist of whole grain carbs and antioxidants. After the 14-day study, there were PET scans done on both groups. The first group showed a decrease in the brain's metabolism in the area that's linked to working memory. So all that means is that the brain was using less energy to expound the same amount of work to the same amount of work done with the group who had no behavior modifications. And it was found out that the people who were on the exercise program as well as the diet change all were using their brains more efficiently but using less energy. And then the age range of the participants were between 35 to 70 years old. So it doesn't matter your age or what some of the what other factors are involved. Well, of course there's going to be other factors involved, but usually a lot of people try to use age as an excuse as to why they can't get into some type of exercise program. So according to this study here, age is not a factor. And their interval training there, I won't go into that here, but I will include a PDF at the end of this section where you can find out how to take advantage of interval training. It'll be just kind of like an added benefit to you guys for going through the course. So I thank you for listening in to this lecture. The next lecture we're going to be talking about air and the importance of breathing.